Hello my friends and welcome back. Thank you very much for being with me again today. I have an article here with Fauci, that guy, yes, that weasel. That weasel who I think should have ended up somewhere else due to his actions and his statements. He showed his face so many times, I can't believe that he's still free, if you know what I mean. But he is and he will be and he will die a free person. Never indicted, never charged or anything like that, because he's on the side of the big club in our society, which is the one that really does things, not the Republicans who are part of the club, but they are on the lower level and they just make competition to the Democratic Party, who always get things done. Not that they are efficient because they're communist, but the other ones are just sellouts. That's what they are. It's a pretense. The Republicans and the Democrats, as I say many, many times, they are the same party, or it's like, how do you call it, two identical twins with the same parents. One of the twins has a mustache and the other one does, or whatever has, and the other one doesn't have. But they're the same. The parents feed them in the same way. They're the parents, and that's the way it is. They like the one without the mustache more than the other one, and they work through that. Now, you know, Twitter got bought by Elon Musk, and he's doing some digging over there to find the truth and how we were this and that, which I knew that from a long time ago. I had so many arguments with Weasels, but hey, you can't, you just started, figure out, scabies, and you figure out that these guys don't know even what the fuck is 1 + 1, or not even that, but it's also, they have a little, they like, how do you call it, comfort more than truth, or, you know, they don't want discomfort. So they say, just let them lead and just leave me alone. Don't give me more, give me less, but I don't want to get involved. You know, they refuse conflict. They refuse, they run from conflict. But they're very opinionated and they vote. That's some bad things. Now what happened here? Elon Musk says that he has a Fauci file and he's going to expose Fauci's blah, 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 blah. Now, why do I pick this up? I picked this article up here because even if Musk shows things that we already know, they were already said before in front of the cameras, they will not do anything about it. Even if people say, yeah, that's it, nothing will move towards doing anything with this 3,000 years old guy. He's gonna die, and after he dies, then people will probably do something about it, or say, well, come on, man, he's dead now, let him be. No, because his freaking weasel, blah, 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 affected certain things, and including, you know, anyway, I can't say too much because, you know, we live in a free society and you can't, you know, without repercussions, say what you really think. This article comes from Sputnik and it's from today, the 2nd of January 2023. Fauci files will be released later this week, promises Elon Musk. Nothing will happen. Because if he releases those files and you saw if you see any criminality or anything that's illegal or anything that could be used to show that you know, negative effects or negatively affected certain kind of people and so on, nobody will pick it up. And if they pick it up, they're gonna just drag their feet until the guy kicks the bucket and then whatever. The next tranche of Twitter files is likely to include further information about how US government agencies used social media companies to shape America's attitudes to COVID and manipulate public opinion on their handling of the pandemic. In response to a user who wrote that they were waiting for Fauci's files, Musk wrote Monday that audiences could expect to see the information later this week. And this is the tweet right here. So having been heavily associated with the government vaccinating and seemingly arbitrary handing of COVID, blah, 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 blah. Anyway, I can't say more because I don't know when these guys are going to say, you have too much free speech here. Anyway, so nothing will happen. Nothing. I would like to see an investigation, find the truth, And if he didn't do anything wrong, that's fine. Great job. But I want the truth. And I think I already know the truth. The problem is, even if you, not that I'm, oh my God, I'm smart. Like, no, he said it many times. He said this, and then said this, and then said this, and then said this. You know, it's like I tell you, today is outside are 20 degrees, and then in 5 minutes I tell you, no, it's 40 degrees, and then I say again it's 20 degrees, and again 40 degrees. What the hell? Am I lying? Yeah. Or I misinform you? Yes. Disinform you? Yeah. Anyway, that's why he's a doctor, right? So anyway, it's just I disliked this person the first time I heard him talk. With Trump, during Trump time, I heard the guy and I said, this guy is a fucking snake. That's how I thought about this guy. The way he talked, I was like, you're a bureaucrat. You're a guy, okay, who gives your assessment. Don't tell me what to do. I mean, you can recommend that to those guys over there. But he was talking like he was in charge of all of us, with threats. It's like this. If you go to your medic, to your doctor, okay, and he wants to sell you a pill, right? Let's say you have a headache, and he wants to sell you a pill because I know he gets some perks from that company if he sells, if he prescribes those pills, let's say, right? And you go over there, and you say, well, doctor, I have a little not doctor, medic, whatever. I have a little pain. Okay, well, if I get some ibuprofen, will that do it? Or Tylenol, or I don't know, something like this. And he would say like this. He would say, yes, they will take care of it. But if you do not take this is a better medicine right here than Tylenol and that, which help you, because if you treat it with Tylenol and you treat it with ibuprofen, that might develop into something else. But this medication is more potent, so they will prevent you from, let's say, get cancer or something. And they use the word cancer or this and that, and they scare you, and you say, what do you mean? Do you think that this headache is going to get to cancer? No. That's always a possibility. Yeah, it's always a possibility. Even if you have a little injury somewhere, you get cancer. You might get, oh my God, like remember, what's his name? Bob Marley, from his toe or something. He ended up with this and that. But anyway, that's a different story. What I'm trying to say is they use certain kind of words to scare you. Yeah, you don't wear that, you don't do that, but this is what's going to happen. So I think that you should do that. And you got scaredy cat, the population. Who will do that? Who will do that? Why? For the reasons I mentioned. They don't like confrontation, and they want to be babysitted like by these guys, because they think that these guys are good and smart. And they're not. How do you know that? Because you know. If you know, you can assess how much that person knows. If you don't know, you can't assess. It's like right now, I would start speaking, 3 words in Japanese, and if you've never heard Japanese, oh man, Emil is fluent in Japanese. All right, but if you know, 200 words in Japanese and I know only 5, you're going to immediately realize I don't know shit. You know what I mean? But you're going to consider me an expert in Japanese. If I say, watashi wa Emil Kosman, sayonara, or konnichiwa, or whatever. And so, oh, this is fluent. Shit, fantastic, man. So refined. Yeah, but that's what I know, let's say. But if you know more than that, you can say, well, that's about it, Emil. So I know how much you know. But with these weasels, that's why. Yeah, it's possible. What the fuck? When they told us about those things, I was like, are you crazy? You can't think for yourself? That's a piece of cloth right there. A piece of cloth. How the air comes in. It's just, anyway. I'm pretty sure nothing, no, I'm 100% certain nothing will happen with Fauci. He's going to be still where he's at. He's going to be dying, and after he dies, maybe someone will say, well, now, man, come on, he's dead. Why do you leave him alone? Anyway, this is it. Fauci, thank you very much for being with me again today. Stay strong, stay smart, look for the truth, and be just.